Okay, so
hello guys, we are sorry. We had some technical issues which we screened earlier on for some reason. It just seemed for just cut off something a power pan and then they tried for sabotage me. But like I will say, we're not gonna agree, we're not gonna accept. So we have to apologize again for everybody who made it online. We apologize for the disruption. If we're not able to come back live, I'll be very much grateful. So we will just give a few more minutes for let me get some more viewers. Then we will start the program. So for now, we will just play music whilst we wait.
Play music for them, please.
We're just gonna play music whilst we wait for let get a few more guests and we start.
Una go must sleep waiting una so. Una dey go. From where you come, not just the flow. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we no go get peace. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we no go get peace. Everybody say, last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings. I go tell any two like they know why you eat. Any new terminal, my whole long say it's a sign better player them sign Tom and Jerry. They made no to go not then you eat that jelly. The Lunge Bridge, not say Abadan. Delilah, Londo, and Liaban. Them see and season and call a Amatan. But we go come out from them like Jagaban. Say you know they kill again, so you not been killer. How you can feel when you need done, you feel her. When they suffer now, we walk, so now we they feel her. So blood now you, and we know on this kind of leader. Una they go. Una go must sleep waiting una so. Una they go. From where you come, not just the flow. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we no go get peace. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we no go get peace. Everybody say, last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. The people they want make you go. They want make you go. From where you come, the power, money not the flow. She, you been say inside 6 months, the economy they grow. But just like a tortoise, everything just is slow. As we want for speak, we mind and kill we like chicken. The new direction, not to car and not dump while the engine. The people they suffer, we they fly like a pigeon. Now with election, tell no can you have to make like you be seen. Everybody say, power, we they give them notice. Power, we they give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we no go get peace. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we no go get peace. Everybody say, last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings. Now say make we trust the process. But on a normal they test the success. 90% of the youths them jobless. We vote for you now more poverty and more stress. 2.3 million for $100. The mommy they chill, the papa na baller. When you talk it true now you throw them go scholar. Then go set you up jail you for make you dollar. The poor just the poor and the rich getting richer. Free education almost then they pay the teacher. Fuel price 22,000 for liter. Enter the hotel light don't while we meter. Ewaya so na the true banya fake. What the $40 billion where did they create? 18,000 for 1 grain sardine. One bag there 650. Una just imagine. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we no give them notice, but we no go get peace. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we no give them notice, but we no go get peace. Everybody say, last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go.
I know say on a social media defense minister dem get for talk say the price of basic commodities and fuel na we country na the same price na other country dem. Una left them comparison here no, una left wild play. If you check the minimum wage na dem country dem dey, then you check the minimum wage na we country, you go find out say dem young salary dem high pass we own bad one. Who go salary dem small yanda? Cry baby, they just dey for blame. 5 years and they blame the past government. They don't blame Corona. They don't blame Russia. Now what thing they go blame next now? Innocent. The one and only political dinner was Una must left here. Not so by bullet, now by ballot.
Hello, ladies. Hello, comrades. Whether watch me, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Thank you very much. Welcome back. First of all, I must apologize. I don't know anything happened. We were in the middle of an interview, and then it went off. So I just want to apologize again. I think our power, except you can identify for sabotage we program. Well, we know I like the stop with 5 say we they come back 10 times. You know, and that's a promise. So I just want to apologize again. Like I said before, thank you very much for watching. Please share the live and subscribe to the page and like the page. So as soon as we come on, I will get the notification. Also, please share the live. Share the live. If you get any question for us with three guests them today, please just put them at the comment box. We will try our best to answer it to the best of our knowledge. Thank you all for watching us. Once again, we apologize for the slight interruption, the teething problems. But like I said, we move. We've got three guests today. We've got Comrade Mr. Lamin Sankor, who is a deputy veteran for UK and I, APC UK and I. We also get Mr. Baba Musa Kamara, who is also the veteran leader for the London chapter. He is my veteran leader. He is in my chapter. Welcome as well. And we get a formidable lady, my lady, everybody's lady, our wonderful comrade, our woman's leader, Mrs. Binti Sissay. She's somebody that I look up to. She's a smart lady. She's an amazing lady and a great friend. I got introduced Binti as well. Right now, let me just bring her online so you can see the lady I'm talking about. I don't know, her camera seems to be off. Let me just try. Mrs. Binti Sissay, are you there? Can you see us? Could you please switch your camera on? No? Binti? No? Okay. I will introduce the wonderful Mr. Baba Musa Kamara, our veteran leader for the London chapter. How are you, Mr. Baba? How are you?
I'm fine.
How are you? Welcome to this platform. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Yeah,
Baba.
you know that me? Clear one.
Okay, I hear you, Mr. Baba. Thank you very much for joining us today. I know it's short notice, but obviously you did. Thank you so much. I just want to highlight you. Just you alone for now. Everybody else will join you in later. You want to say anything to the comrades online, Mr. Baba? You only got like 1 minute for introduce yourself. For I don't introduce you.
Okay. Once more, Mina Baba Kamara, Baba Musa Kamara. Now the new veteran leader in the UK. Now the London chapter, and I'm ready for serve and I'm ready for a day with the APC next wall. So I hope say everybody ready with me and they on board with me. Like I say, my brother wanna comrade mixer. It make I feel very happy today because I know when I only get them meetings here and I'll be the watch. But today he say I did put this man here. Well, I'm happy. Fatim, when all thank you for that. I come, like show myself small, say I'm ready and we are ready for the State House. By God in power, inshallah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Comrade Baba. You're welcome to this platform. And also, before we move any further, I must introduce my host. I'm going to highlight him already. You all know him. He's a friend of mine. He's a comrade. He's a learned individual, very clever. He's the wonderful pen pushers. How are you? And no duplicates. How are you, Mixer? Welcome to this platform.
I am pretty good, Fatia. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon to listeners and viewers. Me, na Hassan Kebe, where everybody they call a Mixer. I am the political scribe of the APC Diaspora, as well as the presenter, moderator, or broadcaster of the APC Online TV Platform. I'm also the editor of the APC, one of the editors of the APC Online APC newsletter. Today, the 13th of June 2023, when on Tuesday, we will continue with the 2023 election sensitization program. The rationale for bringing the guest that we'll get today, we can find out, say, we'll knock out nobody within at the home base, where they outside of the UK. The reason being is because we want to bring people in with experience in politics, where they can educate we not sabi nothing. The listeners, they want to learn a lot. Now that make we bring them can today. When I not think say anything where they can't talk now, a policy statement. It's not a policy statement. They are just providing them views, advice, and opinions to listeners and viewers, and also guide as to how the election process they go on as alone, and how we get able for protect for vote then as alone. Those are some of the things the way they can talk about. So when I not take for say anything where they say na a policy statement. It's not a policy statement, but they are here to provide solutions to the predicament situation where the country face right now under the leadership of President Malabio. Now that's making us kaya for educate and sensitize people and say where Dr. Samuel don't release a manifesto, in One Nation manifesto, where it dedicates to all tribes in Sierra Leone on the 29th. Now that's making us kaya for educate people and for promote the ideology of the party. Over to you, Fatia. And bring
Thank you very much. I'll introduce the next guest as well. He is a deputy veteran leader for the London district, APC UK and I district, the one and only. If I were to go to forget any question for us, if I were to advise me if we need her, and if I were to steer in at the right direction, is the one and only Mr. Comrade Lamin Sanko. Mr. Sanko, how are you? Welcome to this platform. How are you? Good evening. Can you hear me, Mr. Sanko? You do you hear me? Mr. Sanko, you do you hear me, please? I think we get slight teething problem with Mr. Sanko.
No, he's muted. He's for unmute himself.
Okay, let me. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead,
Mr. Sanko, you do you hear me, please? Comrade Sanko, do you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello,
yes,
can you hear me?
Yeah,
you're welcome to this platform. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Unfortunately, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me, please?
I have a problem here.
You got 1 minute for you to talk about yourself, please.
Well, I'm Lamin Sanko, the veteran leader, UK and I live in Reading. But sorry, I can't hear you. I don't know whether you can hear me.
We hear you clearly.
That's a problem being a veteran.
Go ahead, just talk.
Yeah, I don't know whether I can just talk, because what I was going to say, that's, there is a need for unity, now we party, especially start from here, in London, we had elections, some people won, some people lost, and it appears as if some people are still aggrieved at the fact that they didn't win. But I'm asking them that it's in the interest of the party, we should all forget about personal feelings, personal interests, and work in the interest of our party. We need people to come together and work in the interest of the party. This is a very crucial, election for us.
Thank you very
Our country
much,
cannot
Mr.
afford
another
abuse government. So I'm talking without some. I don't know what's happening.
That's fine. We get a few questions where they ask with women's leader still not denier, even though I don't introduce her in the
She's on now.
absence.
Ide on. Ide on. Ide on.
Oh, she's here
Yeah,
now.
she's here.
Okay, I'll bring her on. Welcome, my lady. How are you, Mrs. Bintu Sisi? I don't introduce you. You get 1 minute for let's talk about yourself quickly, please.
Okay, I am Madam Bintu Sise, Women's Leader, UK and I District. Thank you all. Thank you, viewers.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Bintu. I have to apologize to you personally because you made a talk when all of a sudden Power and try for ruin us. Basically, they cut me off, but nevertheless, we don't come back. So we go ask you the same question when the try for explained before. Like a waiting mixer me say, you know the first elected, socially elected, we vote for you in Coventry, for you for becoming a women's leader today in APC UK and I district. And you don't call the first face-to-face meeting. What to inspire you for do that? What if it's a we at the woman in at the APC UK and I, both here in Freetown and the diaspora?
Thank you so much for the leading question. Obviously, what inspired me is because that was one of my pledges while I was bidding for the position. I want to have everybody to come and work. And obviously, if I don't get the position, I know say time no dey na we favor, but it's high time I bridge that gap. There are disgruntled, there are people who disgruntled, like way Mr. Lamin been they say. So when I meet face to face, maybe those issues will be ironed easier than when una dey at the phone, because if you dey on the phone, you call somebody, oh yes, you don't know, but when you una dey face to face, the emotions they're easily picked and una go know how to work on that. And also because women then get elections, we cannot just do an online without me bringing women then together and tell them the need for me to promote we flag bearer and we president to be Dr. Samora, by thinking from outside the box, what you go do, how we inspire the man them, the youth them, and how we as women then go come together and make that possible. This is the reasons why I called the meeting, and I believe it was fruitful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Bintu Sise. Thank you so much, my comrade and my personal person. Mixer, I go over to you again. I know that you one particular question from Mr. Baba. So I want to ask her in a very specific way.
Okay, before ever they ask Mr. Baba, and I just want to go again to the women's leader when I've been to. You just don't provide a solution as to waiting at the rationale will make you conduct that meeting the one at the face to face. Viewers and listeners, they don't go one know. If you get any executive right now at the women's wing of the APC UK and I, and if you have, now how many you get and how you come about for selected members then?
Thank you. If I get you right, the question come in three folds.
Exactly.
Do I have an executive? Yes, I do.
Good.
How many of them? For now, I have like 8 positions, but all these positions have deputies and there are working teams because we want inclusion. So we want more people to feel belong, and the more the merrier. So we have, say, the secretary, there's an assistant, the treasurer, organizing secretary.
If you're able for calling names then for listeners and viewers and for make them know whether they get for contact in the future. Thank you.
I go give them a try. It's not a try.
Okay.
Wanna hold me on that because I was going to do it on a time, but then it's fine because it's not an hidden agenda.
Precisely.
So now I'm executive. I get the secretary, na Madam Shona Kakbo.
Great.
I get the assistant way na Josephine Jane. I get the treasurer way na Lovetta Conte, assisted by Rosemary Conte. Organizing secretary is Sister Bale Kagbo. Assistant na Madam Josephine Fofona Kamara. In the finance, I get Mrs. Jenny Fuller, Dr. Fuller. I get Mrs. Wara Sise, Dr. Sise. The welfare, I get Isatu Conte, Madam Momo Sheriff. Publicity secretary, I get no other person but our indomitable Madam Aminata A.K. Shaw.
Good.
assisted by Aisha Dumbuya. Hospitality, we have Princess Palmer and Monica Kanga Kamara. The list continue. We have a list of advisors, the veteran, and we get working teams them.
Perfect.
And I present this today. Well, don't give me now the opportunity to the rest of the districts, especially with women them. And I just want for me everybody acknowledge them and work with them, because we have to work as a team. We have to bring about new innovation. And during my campaign, I talked about stretching, widening the horizon. And this is how this executive was formed. We have people from all over the constituencies. There are people in Reading, Bristol, Midlands, Manchester. And my plea here to the rest of the women viewers, if you're not in at this list, you are equally important, because not to everybody get forget, but we are all working together. The only thing, any job that is not assigned to somebody will not be done. So these are just people we will put there because they need to be the ones who they steer the position. And I apologize if your name not there, you are still part and parcel of the UK and I Women's Wing. You are very important. Call on me, call on any of the women's leader then. But before I left now, I want to tell Una say, all the women leaders then at the 5 constituencies them are also executive members, for the simple fact that they will be coordinating the team and their constituencies. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Comrade Lady Binta. Thank you so much. That was very informative. That was very detailed. So we don't know most of them. Some of them we don't know. They all live in the United Kingdom, and they're working hard to promote the policies of the APC, both in UK and I also in Sierra Leone. Thank you, Comrade. Now, Mixer, that special question must still go on about what you get from Mr. Comrade Baba Mr. Kamara. Please go ahead and ask the question.
I'll go ahead now. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you, Fatia, and thank you, Comrade Bintu. Now to Comrade Mr. Baba. You don't date na social media for over 10 years since women know you. You and the SLPP vuvuzelas, when I don't battle a lot of battles in social media. I know you're not debunking master, you know how to debunk them. But you go able to tell listeners and viewers, for today being the first time of you appearing in this platform, you go able to tell people and say, what are the challenges we don't ever face with the SLPP vuvuzelas then? Please tell us.
Thank you, Mixer, and thank you, viewers. Thank you, comrades, for listening. The SLPP, people away, I don't know. I'm sorry for say that. People away, if you are like they are from another planet, but they amongst we, honestly. I'm glad the way you mentioned about me fight with these people over 10 years. Yes, that's very correct. And I know what I don't go through. But the SLPP people, people away, forgive them any small chance, any little chance we give them, then they abuse them, and they're ready for even for kill mortal man as far as they don't say a very strong APC person. So I always advise the APC comrade them say, let not give them people any single chance. Even at this point in time now, where the situation don't be so rough, where Dr. Samura, where I know say no to with yourself, I know what they go through right now, because now we just want to be very strong. Yeah, we just want to be very strong. Let's stand to the foot. Let's say yes, this is the situation, and what if you don't ask? Yeah, say it wants the integrity and transparency of the ECSL, and the PPRC. Let's just stand on the feet. Say yes, that is what I want. Because definitely the thing, like when I said, this is not the key now for just open the room. Now APC David for win this election. But we leader, if we come up strong, like I've been forced say SLPP now, people are waiting for give small chance. You give them any chance, they abuse them. So we leader now in no more for Chelsea, you get for be very strong. You understand? I almost defeated SLPP. Like in boast of that. Exactly on the right, who the right. You know, as a comrade, who the right against the wire. You know how would they go with them. You see, even when they tell you that they claim say, or they brand with the APC say we dip and cost. I can tell you now say SLPP, the costing now this now them begin and pass no politics. The SLPP. I mean, there was a time when we be there, we just say they go on discourse, who they engage yourself. The SLPP they come, they begin cost. The man why they cost? So this was how I begin hearing about cost. Na media or social media. SLPP na the beginner. So this thing when they talk about I by all the cost or this that APC man the cost, not just to cover their own shame. Now they start them. So I just advise how we leaders when they Freetown. We leaders when they at the home base. Then they stand very, very strong. We are almost there. Now don't tell a lie. We are almost there because they don't naked them. They don't naked the SLPP completely. They are naked. They don't know what for do again. So right now, we just pray, say, love we leaders and as I've been they say, let them be very strong. Let them stand to what they say. They want to get the transparency of the ECSL and the PPRC so that let this election, if we get for right, this 24, let the APC will get them very easy. But if they allow, according to what they agree, with the rumors, they agree, what they all they go and make. Don't say they no say that they win. Nobody know like APC. Sorry, God forbid. Nobody know like SLPP for ruler court again. Nobody, even their own people, as I said, they don't want that. But now because of this, what they don't do for this fraud these elections, it make you see them, they make all the gladness. But now I get somebody who call me, say, me man, the wajuwaju them are the wajuwaju, you know the
Comrade Baba, okay, interject you and with the count further more questions for you, and because of time, I'll go straight away to the women's leader quickly.
Oh, okay.
And project for me and women's leader, please. And Comrade Bintu, the elections they happen in the next 14 days. And I know say as a representative of the diaspora hub, where everybody they call the UK, you get for work with three more important people, and short as the national women's leader and as well as the diaspora women's leader, when Cassandra. How you intend when you go Freetown for work in collaboration, in peace, in harmony with them people, and therefore ensure say Dr. Samura planning process towards the 2023 June 24th election we achieve a goal when are winning. Please tell us.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I was elected. In light of that, when they give you a job, they give you the terms and conditions, policies and procedures.
Yes.
There is a system. We know there is the national, there is the regional, the district, then down to the constituencies. From here, I'm working with the diaspora and women's leader. We dey and do what you get for do for good, don't they? And support the national women's leader as a whole, because we get for Komoya as diaspora and women them, because we are all from the diaspora. So we don't they get we meeting there, we don't they team up, and we go there in oneness, and we go and support the national women's leader who say it don't stop. So we follow the flow because the system is there and there are systems we have to follow. So I have to walk and follow them. I walk alongside them. We agree to disagree.
Thank you so much, Comrade Bintu, for that well-detailed answer. You get for, like I say, you get for work with them, now you comrades them, now all the women's leader, any side woman in day, obviously better go follow you. So particularly for win this election, to come the 24th of June 2023, we need all the women's help. We need encouragement. We need unity. So like our comrade Mixer said, we therefore go Freetown in the next coming days or so for let's say go play hand for let me win this election. We get for win this election anyway. So how una about for go down for allow una go galvanize, sensitize the women, and particularly we refer to the women then because we know how important they are. They can persuade hundreds and thousands of people for joining. When I get for do our intersection, I don't want to give you all the secret to ability. Just small number, small. So when I will go for do our intersectioning.
Well, obviously we have our forums. We obviously the diaspora gets about 22 accredited countries them. All the women leaders, they automatically are executive inside the Diaspora Women's Congress. So we don't team up almost all the 22 women's leaders in the country, then they go Freetown. We set a base, we follow them, where they encourage any woman within a Freetown. Right now from London, when I'm in place, the UK as a whole, or you get for go, go it do ya. There are t-shirts for diaspora and women.
Good.
And no say we also get t-shirts that we want for make for the UK and I. There will be those t-shirts, but the tell way them go say the Women's Congress they go for do their thing as women we get for go. So I encourage people then because not through them 4 years so we they able support the party so that we principal inside the State House. So we also get something where they embark on what we call feeding the polling agents them. The previous elections, one of the things where they pick up is that when the push don't come to shove, we opponents then they ask we polling agent and say, "But go buy for me to pop. You say take 100,000 for it." Just an example. When them go then turn the ballot papers there. So this time we want to stand on top of that. With the all man they tell the constituency where you register or who say you want work. With the deploy woman then they for walk through that process. They will feed them, will give them water, soft drink so that they concentrate. Nobody they even wink in eye because we don't aim at the board say we principal get for win. We get for take over. This not something where we owe we country. This is not about SLPP APC. Now with the women then the diaspora in collaboration with the woman then Sierra Leone don't say enough is enough. We get for change the tyranny of a person where we get. And at this we aim for do because we now all know say now the diaspora now they give all the remittances they almost all where they circulate in our country. Now where they promote trade. When I can see the Fakadama the way they call job lots. What would they send? What people then they survive pan. All the money where they revolve now the country, they come on at the diaspora. And if they don't give we that hope, they say, because we are outside of Sierra Leone, now we form that community, that unity, we must make sure, say, African nations, then work in collaboration with we, so that we will get countries there where they able to enjoy. There is innovation, we they invest now, we country them. So what else can we ask? We just get for use constructive and rational ideas them so that we produce the results where we want. We want to see waiting SLPP called negative become a positive. So those are some of the plans. Like we say, man, not uncover everything.
No,
I
those,
won't
please.
unearth
We don't
everything.
forget
This
secret.
is just the tips of the iceberg.
Thank you so much, Combo Binti. Over to you. We get Mr. Lamine. I think Lamine is Comrade Lamine don't come on. So Mixer get a lovely question as well for Comrade Lamine. Mixer, you want to go ahead, please?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, thank you so much, and Comrade Fatia, and also to the women's leader for analyze the question we Comrade Fatia just to ask him. Over to you and senior veteran Mr. Lamin Sanko.
Yes, sir.
This now opportunity for we for getting at this platform. The rationale is for make you can educate we and share your political ideology where you get over the years to listeners and viewers as well as the host and presenters of this platform. Now, you've been elected or voted or nominated or selected. But I know say APC they run a 2022 constitution were very, very unique. Now you are the veteran leader of the APC UK and I, where everybody they call the hub of the diaspora. You can able for tell listeners and viewers them for attract them for come into the APC political party for joining me from another political party. What in are your role as a veteran? Now the street?
Well, my role actually, I'm more like an advisory role for share my experience.
Good.
Because, I don't know at this party now during Momo in time.
Wow.
I mean, Momo, one of the young MPs then during Momo.
Good.
Yes, and we believe in linking with the people, because one of the problems with politicians and they can get that when they don't get into the position, then they link up again with the people as the time where they really want for so what is necessary is that or listen to the people then.
Yes.
Because their views now they take for formulate anything we want for do. The bottom from the bottom. Talk to the people. Listen to their views. That's maybe they do where every day where we for good parliament. I will not get money. But what they do is that we deal with the young men. We listen to the elder people. Make them feel important, because the moment you make somebody feel they're below you, they afraid you, they can't close to you, they expressing view to you. But if you come down to their level, you don't throw away money on them, but tell them that you feel the way you feel the way they do, and your interest is for make you better the position where they did. Looking at the present government now, they just feel they can bulldoze anybody. But that's not going to be, and I hope APC not going to do something like that. Go down to the people, explain to the people, see what are their problems, what the people then they go through. What are the people that they go through? They're able to pay them picking their fees, they're able to buy clothes, because people then they now sometimes can take like a whole week, sometimes at 2 times then they cook for the day. So those are the things where you need for explain to people that we there for their own interest. We there for help them, because everybody in the country equal. But people they say, oh, this man a farmer, this man a poor man, they no one for know them. So these are the people the APC are catching for.
Thank you so much. You have a very long history, and you for serve now more in regime, and you'll be one of the young MPs then during the years that they don't tell we say you get a very, very long history. And to listeners and viewers, I just want to make this clear and just want to make a short announcement to everyone, please, before ever I go back to me, co-host, for making acknowledge the listeners and viewers that are the platform. I just want for reassure everybody when they watch this program. This now the APC Diaspora Online TV, the mouthpiece of the APC Diaspora, as well as the party. But I all can understand, say, the APC political party, they take this platform as the flagship platform where they sensitize people about everything where they happen. Anything where they come on at this platform is authentic. When they deal with propaganda, then when they deal with propaganda, then on social media for debunk it. But yeah, what they count people in with fact, knowledge, for can educate everybody and sensitize we waiting they happen in the country. So I go want to make everybody know that one day. Do you will not forget for subscribe to the channels them that both Facebook and YouTube. And also I go want for tell when I say from the 19th to the 26th, we'll get a technical man where everybody they call LEONE. He come up with an initiative where this platform they host every blessed day multiple events thing with regards to election sensitization in Sierra Leone. So there, I want to stay tuned when I go for know everything what's in the happen. And also, finally, the news I want to tell everybody, we make we keep at the pierce in our prayer. 72 hours ago, SLPP they arrest them for no good reason. We don't know why. They also arrest one of our comrade Nabo last week when an APC sheriff in full name na Alpha Sheriff. will not know waiting we do these people. So the only way we get away with that, we have to make sure that we elect, we go up there and vote for Dr. Samura and the APC for win the election, so that when they come up from this intimidation, bastardization of our rule of law, and also the Sierra Leone constitution, there is no justice in that country right now. So
No.
dear, when I watch this program, when I make sure when I call on our family members them, if self in the SLPP tell them, see, I see reason because I don't can learn something from the APC Diaspora Online TV Platform, where they motivate me for go join the APC political party, because now Comrade party, now a party of comradeship. And in the comradeship of the APC, we believe in oneness. So again, let me go to the women's leader now, to my co-host, Fatia. Go ahead, and before ever you ask the next question.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mixer. I just want to acknowledge a few of the people watching online and where they're watching from as well. We also get Mary Luke watching from London. Thank you so much, Mary Luke, for joining us day in, day out. We are very much grateful for that. We also get Samela James as well watching from London. Thank you so much. You're welcome to this platform. We get Big Boy Soiree watching from Overton in Kent. Thank you so much for joining us, Big Boy. You're welcome to this platform. We've got Balez Camara 12. Thank you also for watching. You know, you're welcome to this platform. Please share the live. We've got Libra Sierra. Thank you also for watching. You're welcome to this platform. We've got Darwin Thomas watching from Ireland, Bogner. Thank you and welcome to this platform. And then we also got Nancy James. Nancy, you're welcome to this platform. Thank you very much for joining us day in, day out. We've got Momo Fawar. I have to apologize if I pronounce your name wrong. Please forgive me. Momo, you're welcome to this platform as well. And then also, who else have we got? We've got many more people. We've got Nancy James. Nancy, you're welcome. I think I've mentioned you earlier on as well. We've got Yamatha. Matha, you're welcome to this platform. Thank you so much. Please, guys, share the live. Like the page, subscribe to our page. Share the live, share the live. If you got any question for the comrades then, please put them in the comment box and send and we'll try them very best for answer each and every one of our question within reason. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We've got another question again. We've got a list of questions. We're talking about sensitization here for our comrades. For our comrades back in Freetown, we therefore encourage people and follow Natal and our family, let them vote on the 24th of June 2023 and vote for the APC party headed by Dr. Samura Kamara. It's not the only way we're able to make change in that country. Not the only way we're able to bring change. Not the only way we're able to bring stability and security for the people. And so many more things that, you know, Dr. Samura intends to do. We've got the 10 pillars of the manifesto, which are solid 10 pillars. If you go through each and every one of them, as we go along, we'll be talking about that anyway. So now solid 10 pillars that one day. So we will go through them as some, you know, we move along with the show and explain more. But those 10 pillars will bring joy and prosperity to Sierra Leone. And also, the Kaki always say the APC party is accountable. Dr. Samura is accountable to the people. So this is one good reason that you have to vote for the APC party. Because what we say, we go do one. And if we not do it, we go all be accountable. Right now, the SLPP, nobody they hold them accountable. They do what they like, how they like, where they like, when they like. When I don't see it, when I don't feel them. So not to say, you know, not fake news. That's something where they happen there. So the only way we're going to bring change for ownership on our family and for the love of Mama Salone is to vote for the APC party come the 24th of June 2023, headed by Dr. Samura Kamara. So, Mixer.
Good. Thank you so much. This question to go for Comrade Baba, Mr. Baba. Recently, on the 29th of May 2023, when the APC political party presidential candidate, when Dr. Samura launched the One Nation Manifesto, in the hall, it talks if Salon Poel during this time of electioneering process, now the ECLCL boss, when Mohamed Kone Now everybody they blame and are responsible for Salone in Poil one and in Destroy one. Mr. Barber, you go able to tell listeners and viewers the waiting Dr. Samura mean more than this if the country Poil. We be say Mohamed Kone not to in at the president of the country, not to in at the former president, just like how we call Madam Bill as the former president of Sierra Leone. Why not in you destroy this country as well? Because we don't know and one know and listeners and viewers they want know. Because you follow social media, you know what is going on social media. You're a politician, you know the banter. So please tell viewers the waiting Dr. Samura mean say if Sierra Leone Poil, that Mohamed Kone na Poil.
I think Mixer, we don't lost Comrade Baba, so we will pass that question on to Mr. Lamin
Mr. Lamin, can you answer that question for us?
Please, you want coming and after that, Binti Sef will be
Of course.
idea on that question. Please, Mr. Sanko, go ahead.
Yes. Well, I mean, I totally agree with what Dr. Samura say, because Kone, now hold everything.
Okay.
Now they in charge of the election. You know, now they decide who that then they employ. Now they deal with the data. So he has absolute power as far as election and Salone concerned. If he decide for do the right thing, peace within a Salone. But the fact that at this present moment, even the data, he refused for release. Why? Because this data very important. He don't release the data. Why? Because normally by this time the data don't come out. People then don't know whether they which side they vote, whether then they vote. So if that thing they know they happen, and when you look at the makeup of the ECSL, and about 95% of them now APC members. So he has he is the head of all this election. What he decides is what goes. He is the person that will announce the winner. He will say, even if we party win, that Monday can go crazy and say, now so somebody else win. That's not the thing. If say, for example, we party win, then he decide for go announce somebody else. Chaos. So he has the final say. So these are the things why we for tell and say what if things then go wrong, it then I hit because now you get the final say in terms of this election.
Thank you so much for answering that question. And Comrade Bintu, you can want for Rob what's this small because we want to get different views and different opinions for listeners and viewers then what they don't understand. As a matter of fact, what's in our data? Because me don't know what's in called data. Listeners and viewers they don't know what's in the voter data. You will break it down for them for make them understand.
Well, voter data is like the compilation where they don't make for people their names, then the way get for votes. They want to be register the names the way they get the places the way they get for votes, then the nine the data, like the total population of Sierra Leone and the areas where they get for that's nine the data where you all. In addition to waiting we veteran leader don't say Ahmed Kane he don't deceive himself because he not just deceive the country. Because the position where he hold na a position of trust. He has shown so much incredibility that the least speaking will grow no will ever forgive him. Because like where Mr. Sanko rightfully say, everything then I earn. Because quite recently he get an interview, then tell and say, produce the papers them. He come out say, there was nothing. I want to use the data we been get 2018. How credible is that? Why has he held on to this information till date? He don't put we behind. We don't know where to start. We are just like rambling. Do we have to really fight for this? It is our constitutional right as a country, as a nation. So Mohamed Kane should be hosted out of that position even before the election. If myself and the other women they have the chance to pass this, we move that motion there because it don't cause unrest in the country. And it don't hold a lot of people ransom. People that want travel, they don't know where they have to travel to. It's delaying tactics. So for that, I believe it just don't cause total disarray in the whole of the country. Thank you.
So
And
thank you.
like how you say, Bintu, I just want to throw me in 2 pence into that. You're definitely right, because if the Sierra Leonean population, as much as we are, if most of we don't lost trust to Mr. Cannon, there's no point for them in that position. There's no point.
True.
Because you don't completely, the only people that we trust are now the people that we work with for like bring SFP back into power. So it don't broke the majority of Sierra Leonean and trust. So therefore, enough for them in that position anymore, because nobody trusts her. Whatever is said, we not believe anymore. There's no trust. You're not able to give any account of anything credible. Like I say, using 2018 data, come on.
Why?
In a civilized society, time has moved on. From 2018 to 2023, how many years that is? So that means they try for discredit the new voters. All the new voters, the young voters that we don't turn 18 or whatever, we don't register, we don't come under the diaspora, we don't go down register the whole of last year. What happened to them?
We have people who have lost their lives.
Exactly.
We have
So,
people who have
like,
moved.
Comrade Mixer
Yes.
said, imposition is basically untenable.
Yeah.
Over to you, Mixer.
Thank you. Well, for make I just add to waiting Dr. Samura they try for say, and with a follow-up question. Everybody knows Sierra Leone don't crack right now. It crack completely. The country don't crack. And that make Dr. Samura try for talk now the manifesto say, if Salon Poel like I don't crack, so it poil again. He say na Mohamed Kone na irresponsible. Now to me, two panelists, them, anyone can answer this question. When I believe say Dr. Samura in win one in 2023, June 24th, the country they come back to normal, it go sweet, cash go flow, enjoyment go day. When I answer that question there for me, please.
Let me start.
Go ahead.
Yes. 100% believe say the country go get peace. For the mere fact safe, the one thing where they assure the people of Sierra Leone is the tyrant with tyranny administration don't come out. That alone they give people them peace. Secondly, Dr. Samura, being an autocrat, we don't hold a lot of positions them of trust in that country. He go able to turn around stuff them, because I had the conversation with Dr. Samura who go na freedom. He able to tell we I they go round. I understand say when the bank release like 100 million, that 100 million in circulation, they go yonder, they go yonder, they go yonder. When you don't break down all them things in the you get the understanding. If you know somebody way they understand, you really know say he go able shape that country. And he assured me of one thing during that meeting. He say not a president where they can be a president and a defense minister. This is a direct quote from our principal, Dr. Williams, within Kamara. He said, because other people, they need them positions. And he said, but he's going to be a part of all the positions then. Because when he give Mixer a job of Fatia or Olamin, he's also working behind the scene. So when we come, he go compare waiting in don't do plus waiting we present before him and make the final. Now that's then called a leader where they ready for study, because a good leader, not just the delegates, because according to waiting me understand, you get for no say somebody able to do something before you delegate a task to that person there. And they just delegate and sit down at your office. You have to check it out. You work with people. Like when Mr. Sanko said earlier on, you sweeten the people around you. Sit with them. Let's work with people of the grassroots directly. These are the people where all we economy, where all we country. So if you ask
Okay.
For coming. Yeah.
Comrade, would I get small
She's back. She's back on. She's on.
With Comrade Bintu.
She's on.
Yes.
Yes. Again. Comrade Bintu, you want to explain your last line, please? You may go on and off, please.
I just say all we need for do now, we get for work directly with people of the grassroots, so that when we engage them continuously and educate them on their and civic rights, we go get our rights. So Dr. Samura go able change the narratives in that country. There. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bintu. Like I say, Dr. Samura is a technocrat and also he's an economist. So if you're able for any mostly now any nation or any country, you get forget a strong economist, we're able for bring the country back because right now, Sierra Leone the economy in a free flow. You don't go down to you don't go minus, minus, minus. So we need somebody who will able bring come and him being a technocrat and also an economist, a renowned economist. I feel say that alone now a big positive to Sierra Leoneans, to Sierra Leone and Sierra Leoneans. So that alone will bring more confidence to businesses for people for able to go back for invest because right now there's no investment in Freetown. People are scared to go because of like you said the tyranny government will there right now. So that question over to you, Mr. Comrade Sankopli.
Yes, myself, I don't follow Dr. Samura. I don't see where they respond international interviews where they explain it actually display in knowledge of how an economy work. We need people like that who really understand how the economy, the economics and the country work. But money supply, all this stuff of how to manage money. And Mr. Samura now, this one good thing about is that he's not an aggressive man. Now possibly able to put people at ease, and you don't get a wealth of experience on how for manage an economy. You don't work in a salon, you don't work for international organizations, so you're able to bring all this this wealth of experience for develop salon. That man, to start with, they talk about trying to bring people in together, which is very important because salon is divided. Although one person, then you ask him, say, how you go able to bring a divided country? One person say, oh, the which man, you get Mandela and you get Nima, you get the Samura doesn't think like that. Samura thinks it's necessary for we all work together. And to start with, Samura get links both now this north and the south. To start with, his wife now from the south. He went now the south, he go school. In a Freetown, he go university. So that's alone. He get support now the south, he get support now the north. And a man will understand people. Because when you see where they mingle, he's a very humble gentleman. He's not the type where you say, I'm in this thing. No, Samura becomes the president, he's a people's person. Samura know how to deal with people. He know how to put people at ease, even people from different tribes, different, economic status. He able to bring them together. Me get forth say if Samura come in, they will bring in policies and even in international connections, which we need in that country. We need somebody who gets international connection and somebody where the international will get faith in for say this man if he go in. He will do the right thing. So we feel say Samura is the right person. That's why we urge everybody na salon say Bria. Now let put let all vote for Samura come 2023. He the only hope for that country for make people their lives come back to how them be. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. I just want to highlight a few of the questions online. We get Nancy. Nancy said there's not, let me just highlight it. Nancy said there's not enough time. You guys should try and go down and talk to people to understand. Nancy, we have so many of our diaspora, particularly the APC UK and I in England and also in America. We don't make them way down to Sierra Leone. We'll get over, in total, probably about up to 30 of our members here in the UK. I speak for the UK in particular because I live in the UK and I'm part of the executive in the UK APC UK and I diaspora. We get about almost 30 people where they make their way within now to next week for the election. So then they down, then get them group, then they go around from villages, towns, cities, then they sensitize people, then they talk to sensitive people, and also then they teach people how to use the polling system. So we have got plenty of our diaspora who has made their way down to Freetown to sensitize, encourage, and galvanize support for Dr. Samura. So we are doing it, and also all over the world, in America, Australia, different parts of the diaspora, people that don't make their way to Freetown to sensitize. And also, yeah, you will ladies, women's leader, yeah, so obviously in the next few days, instead of they make their way with plenty more, they make their way for go down to Freetown, galvanize support, sensitize people, and explain the process and the procedure in terms of voting, because that's where most of the people, particularly in the villages, lack. Because every year there seems to be moving the goalposts. So we are doing that, and also in this program as well. Now, we could ask on a share, on talk to our people them as well. On also able for help in terms of sensitization, not just us. So we need everybody, all hands on deck, for bring APC back to power come the 24th of June. Also, we get different questions. May we look also ask
Fatia.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, Comrade Nancy, thank you so much. I'm so glad to have you on board. Right now, like way me lady don't say, Boku den at the ground, and some of we by Thursday or Friday we could all reach there for continue the door to door and sensitizing people. But wait till they ask Naya, so for the people that were not able to go, politics is money. Politics is about how we help for galvanize the people them back home. Do ya wanna take the phone? Now the diaspora and I get this election, yeah, because the country done so bad that now we they help people there on a day-to-day basis. The people the way they feed Sister Nancy. And also we take the phone and tell them say vote Dr. Samura Kamara, then go bring the neighbor. Because they know say without us in the diaspora, things therefore don't go na the drain. So we get APC accounts for una way no get. We dey raise more funds. We have to donate things like t-shirts to the party for the campaign. We have to do a lot of stuff because now the money SLPP they use for overtake with people them, and people they forget on a daily basis. If I sit down 2 weeks and not eat with me picking them, mother bring t-shirts with 100 million. This night and take for capture people there. Let's try and work on that and step ahead of them. So now the listeners, the one way they watch we they continue for raise fund, we they can use that technique they every little help. If you're not able to reach me, reach the media team and give the little way you get, every little help. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We also get Mr. Comet Sankom. May we look at this question? You may don't touch on them a little bit. If possible, for you to give a little bit of clarification. Can anyone tell me what's happening now with the voters list and ID card? Is you able to enlighten us a little bit to that question, please?
Well, it's not looking good at all, because the people when you look at the voters cards, you're not able to see somebody, if it's just 1 minute, if it's clearly. Then the other thing, somebody been they tell me, about there's a serial number on some of this ID, this voters card, and they say when they call that number, the name will come, and the picture will come out now completely different from the person within the card. Somebody they say the name within the place for be something for the Sanko, it end up to be something different when Kalau or something like that. So those are the other problems, apart from the fact that the ID card, you look at somebody, you're not even for which campus in the hand. That guy in Nigeria is a joke with you, like for saying people where they don't burn them, then they go photograph them, put them. So those are the things we're worried about. And then the government not seem for, ECLC not seem for no do anything about it. See, that's a problem we're worried about. And just add small things. Somebody even talk about, one trick ways, because what then they do is that the one they go and then elections, then guys the way they determine who votes, who doesn't vote, then get when they give you the card, the ballot paper, then you put ink at the back of the hand, then touch up, then give you. So for telling people, they say if they give you a ballot paper, look look at properly before you take up. If you get any mark, ink mark there, for return, because it will end up with a void vote. So people then get for look carefully at the ballot paper when they give them, for make sure say they not tamper with them. But with regards to the ID cards, that's a problem. I don't know the answer, but this is something the leaders of the party therefore think about seriously, because it's going to be very difficult. You go to the place you want vote, they'll say no to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Comrade. I mean, Mixer get a few more questions we will address to Una as well.
Good. Thank you, Comrade Fatia. Before ever they ask me next question, I just want to make some clarity now to listeners and viewers then with regards to waiting with senior comrade when the women's leader been to just don't talk about finances. I go on to make listeners and viewers then get them very clear. Elections, the number game as well as finance. But waiting been to the try for tell people in the is this. The SLPP right now, they go out there and they give people the money for go vote, buy t-shirts for them, go spend. They just spend more unnecessarily just because they want they want to win the hearts of the people. So what's make been to the try for Toxi? It wants for let people contribute or other people raise funds for the APC political party because the nationalism vote. This is not about the APC. This is not about the SLPP. People are in this salon right now, when they're at the village, they're ready for go sell them 1 cup rice. Then they're ready for go sell them rest. Then go take Okada, go vote. That make been to the try for talk about finances. Because we not get that money there for go pump, for go spray on people. But we're ready for change the lives of the country, the lives of Sierra Leoneans living in Sierra Leone right now, from the political bondage where the SLPP don't create another country. So when I get some clear listeners and viewers, this is not the reason what make Bintu talk about finances. Now I go to in the Bintu straight away. Sister Bintu.
Yeah.
Recently, we all see Dr. Samura come to the UK, and a whole lot of people in the talk say, if you want for let you get things done, give that tax to woman and they get that for you done. And in the APC, we believe say if we want for let Dr. Samura win, that the women can go for lead for winner salon. They can't go free to right now. When Dr. Samura became at London, the event was successful, and you know one of the people that will champion that event. How you go about them? Tell me small about that event when Dr. Samura be visit the UK, please.
Well, one, it's my country. It's bigger than my party. It's my party. Now I choose for belong. I sacrifice a lot because the part of the world where we day, especially when they come, how they call an impromptu, expect them at this point, because when we have a dialogue with him in Sierra Leone, we get a time for Cambodia. Now politics, things they change by the hour. So that's now one of the sacrifices they want to make for ensure say everything go as planned. And thankfully, I get for say kudos to the entire membership of the UK and I, we pull and jog, especially the elected executive members, regardless of whatever. They're ready to take all the stones around, but they make sure say Dr. Samura was happy. And I want for Sidoya and repeat my statements then during that thank you note say. Dr. Samura visits in London. Don't do one thing for Assurance State House, because what he saw within that short time, he just don't know say, now wait till you talk just now. It's not about a party again, but it's about people being disgruntled, people wanting to change the narratives, backed by the belief, when they believe by Dr. Samura, and you see the crowd. Because that very week, we have Dr. whatever he calls himself, Madabio in town. He never get that crowd. He was resented. And the worst of it is, we went to Chatham House. He was invited. He refused to attend. And everybody knows, say, the lady in Chatham House get for follow and mother be for get something for sign, because it's about like bringing peace, bridging peace in the country. So Dr. Samuel and Cam one is about galvanizing, like you say, woman then I get, I then get. Thanks to the organizer sitting there by me, Madam Fatia Samura, and Khalid, organizer for the district, and we women leaders, them and others. The passion was, you can see the passion. The moment they say, hey, everybody don't take things on board, and we see the outcome. And I just want to thank those people again. If we get for repeat, I will go repeat a million times, and each and every time will be very different, because these are the things where they happen when you learn from, you reflect and try from use all waiting be lacking, and the opportunity where they for build their strength then they. And as women them, we don't ready. We know they sit down. When you say I come, I talk about fundraising. The women of UK and I, we are in it. And we know they do go no more. We they carry now, we man them, we daddy them, and the youth them. And we all know say the youth them, they can forget them small, but waiting don't happen quite recently in the diaspora, where they don't give them a standing. We see how then they extend their wings them. And in most elections, now youth then are then they vote more than the elderly, because they're able for reach places where the elderly they're not able to reach. You touch one side, brother Mixer. You say when I talk about finances, it's we get for think about streets. You think on your feet. We begin think about accessibility. There are people from villages, in villages, who know Bukan at the centers. These are the people who get for make sure they will bring them for can exercise their voting and civil rights. We are going to join the people down there to encourage these people, educate them, and bring them so that they self cast their votes, because their vote is very, very important. Also, as a woman, you mentioned say woman and they make team be. Yes, but the other thing, why don't see the why don't study, why don't cascade to me sisters them and me women them. Woman the way they in remote areas them, like where Fatia say the villages then and then with they show concern for, they are easily intimidated. They see why I'm a man then jump in a bush then tell the rest no come. Some will be afraid of being raped. Some are scared to take the journey alone. We need to go and allay their fears. And I'm ready. I don't get me Wellington boots them. I'm going with some of my ladies. We're going to team up with ladies already on the ground. And we're going to give actions. And if God willing, it goes without say, they come back with the trophies them. Thank you, viewers, and thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my wonderful women's leader, the one and only, the comrade, Binti Sidi. Thank you so much. Okay, we don't come to an end now. We only got a few more minutes before we round up. Comrade Sanko, you get about a minute or so for let's just round up and analyze and give you small synopsis of the whole thing today.
Yes, well, I think this has been very good, for juggle people, them, for give them the encouragement that we need for do everything we need for use we own small the influence we will get to people there, and for encourage them for go out and vote, and make sure say they go all out and talk to other people. Me, I know they go, but every evening they call, the heads of because people then start meeting in that area there. I call the headmen with their holy meeting. I put a loudspeaker, talk to them. So this is what we need to do for encouraging people then to come out and vote. It is necessary. No matter what you do, if we don't vote, we won't win. So we need to encourage our people to come out and vote. Thank you, Fatia and Mixer.
Thank you so much, Mixer. You want your own little analytical summary bibliography so I can just round up?
Definitely, I will. But before ever I do, let's just sing for now one massive song where Dr. Samura always they tell we, and that sing for we during a manifesto where a launcher on the 29th of May 2023. Join me, please.
Yeah.
Let's start. Yeah. Have faith in God.
Have faith in God.
Have faith in God.
Have faith in God.
Wonderful
Wonderful
things
things will
will
happen
happen
to
to
you
you
if
if
you
you
have
have
faith
faith
in
in God. I
Would
swear to
they
God.
sing out of tune? And me on a been would they sing out of tune?
Well,
we all.
exactly. We all as a team,
Yeah.
definitely
But
that can
you know
clearly
that
show me say
APC business, are all man business. Yeah, go ahead, Mixer.
we have faith in God, and I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy for get we veterans tonight today. Although Mr. Baba we lost some, but again the women's leader he just nailed everything, and we don't learn a lot of experience from Mr. Sanko. As a matter of fact, I not be ever know saying I be MP, but today don't educate
Yes.
listeners and viewers for say he was an MP.
Yes.
Now that country day. So when I see what in this platform can bring to people, and you get people the way they dwell with now the diaspora as well as now your own branch, but you don't know them. So this is why we they try for bring everybody, we dey get everybody for involved. Now this platform for come and talk to people, and because the more you talk to people, and the more people learn, the more people then take home your message and take her into consideration. Of course, we dey give a blessing because we are right now at this platform before. Now, Sister Bintu, when I comrade Bintu, na Inga for travel anytime from now for go salon. We're not going to disclose the date, but we dey pray for them and we dey get the blessing for may God get the wisdom for where he go yonder, he go connect to the leadership because what he demonstrates with Dr. Samura bin Kanaya, that was a true leadership. So make it go demonstrate the same thing again where he been doing here so that APC will succeed. Today, we don't talk about a whole lot of things. Then. Most importantly, Bintu don't explain to listeners and viewers then say, when they elect them, it try for include everybody. It gets challenges immediately after they don't elect them. Travel go freedom for the National Delegate Conference. It come freedom, it come. Dr. Samura come, it go Belgium. Yet, it can organize a face-to-face meeting and bring a solid executive. And the executive members, the way it read for we, now yeah, they all na people that will get for work very hard for this party for ensure say the branch stay in peace, for ensure say the membership increase, for ensure say there is finances will they grow in income, and for ensure say Dr. Samura get for go win the election. Comrade Lamin don't also tell we about the importance of the voter ID cards. He don't talk about how we get for go protect to vote there and for ensure say you could get people out there for go collect the ID card there, for make them retain the voter ID card and retain the slip for make them eligible for vote. But again, the one way crown it all, that the woman will get for travel because me I like woman them for being at the first priority, especially when you get the organizer. Yeah. So again, listeners and viewers, the take-home message here is go out there, collect your remaining voter ID card. If you're eligible to vote, will not do so retain them and wait until the party release a statement with regards to the ongoing election. It might go ahead, it might not go ahead, we don't know. But tomorrow, Dr. Samura gets a message for Sierra Leoneans, and not only for the APC political party. When I wait, when they come live for bring that information they tuna so that everybody they understand what thing they happen in the country. Again, we at goes to Atopias, where they arrest recently. He's in custody for over 72 hours. We'll get APC sheriff instead of in custody. As a matter of fact, we'll get an intelligence we say they don't arrest more than 15 strong old APC members that they're in custody right now. Undisclosed. We don't even know what's happening. So would I go happy for make Dr. Samura no win the would I go happy for let Madabio continue in 5 years? Would I not go in another country? We not go want the God sent Dr. Samura for win the election for we. Somebody with modest, down to heart, with humility. If you not get this person, I mean Dr. Samura the for tell the nation say if and he used the word if Sierra Leone spoil that Monday because in Salon send for make a rescue. So over to you, Sister Bintu. You have 1 minute of your time to conclude and give people a message of hope.
Thank you so much. I will start from where you end. Dr. Samuel, one of the things that we come is say, let not your heart be troubled. If una can remember.
Oh, yes.
And I can borrow from Mr. Madabio or whatever brigadier he call himself. He asked me a question. He say, any woman will believe saying a woman may vote SLPP. The time don't come, oh, they tell us, say, we are true women of Sierra Leone. We go answer that. So for round up, I just want to say, me, and me women them, now the UK and I, they call on all the Sierra Leonean them, civil societies them, organizations them, make them continue for work together for ensure say mother go. But before I go, I want to them all join me more acknowledge the valuable contributions them where the diasporans then they give for make sure say the development enterprise na Sierra Leone continue for boom.
Good.
And now, like where Fatia don't say, we don't get the Boku Dede. And through media, I know say we Boku they go inside this week. So we not go no more without patting ourselves on the back. Go on, diasporans. Press on, press on, press on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Comrade Bintu. I want to say a special thank you as well to Comrade Lamin, Sanko, and also Comrade Baba, which we lost on the way. Obviously, I'm sure she value. And I also want to say thank you very much to my own host, Mixer. And I all thank you very much for coming and for making efforts as well. Also, I want to say thank you very much to all the guests online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, wherever you're watching from. Thank you so much. We're very happy for getting, and I have a lot of watchers day in and day out. And also, we're very grateful for the support that they show us week in and week out. We are very much grateful, and you're welcome to this platform. Also, before I finish off, I just want to make a small, as usual, me only to contribution. Like I can always say, I guess certain points that I can always mention. If you not true Sierra Leonean, you know how you they suffer. Like today, I was told that Benin don't cost over 15,000. By the end of this week, it will be 20,000. To be quite honest, somebody when they watch me online, when they Usman Kemokai, you might be able to feed your family, Mr. Kemokai. I'm addressing it directly. You might be able to through your brown envelopes. But what about your neighbor next door? Who neighbor for put 15,000 for buy Benin? Anyway, they use for make dry rice and pepper. Also, bag of rice like nearly 900,000. You might be able to buy it, but your next door neighbor can't afford it. Gary, I don't even know how much that is. That's probably called thousands of pounds or thousands of leones. So you might be able to afford it. Hence the reason you're propagating for SLPP to come back in power. But for the general public of Sierra Leone, it's not an option. SLPP is not an option. SLPP has failed Sierra Leonean in general. The
Precisely.
people are in the circle are enjoying their life, but the majority, the masses, are not. So we say no. Enough of suffering. Not just because you live in Sierra Leone, you have to live on the dump. You have to eat from the dump. No, not at all. Madabio makes so many promises where he can. All he has failed. There's no light. This is reality. Face it. You might have generator. You might be having light, but the rest of your comrades, the rest of your neighbor, your neighborhood, and the rest of Sierra Leone don't have light, don't have water. The medical, well, that can't be even talk. We can't even talk about that, to be quite honest. So, Sierra Leoneans, if you want security, there's no security. People not get mind talk. During Anes by Chroma in time, say what you like to say. You can speak your mind. You can say anything you want. So in SLPP, who dare you? You end up in Panemba Road, and next minute you'll be killed. You'll be passed off with no question asked, no statements given. So it's about time we start telling you people to even know what you lead and it is wrong, and you know that. No accountability for SLPP. So for comrades or where they watch, we'll go for watch me later on. If you need stability, you need security, you need freedom of speech, you need medical, you need education, you need good roads, you need light, water, please vote for the APC party, headed by Dr. Samura Kamara. He's an autocratic member, he's a technocrat, sorry, and he's an economist. He know how to make the economy better. Right now, we get free flow economy. Look at the Guinea franc, and look at Sierra Leone. Not to be compared. Even you know that. Not to be compared. Sierra Leone, we get free flow economy. We don't dive, so dive that you can't. It will be impossible for recover. So now one great person we get for put we hope to. And then are the economists of Sierra Leone. When Dr. Samuel Kamara, we're able to revive the economy back to something for make it feasible for all to be able to enjoy. So like I can say, for your family, your children, your country, the love of Sierra Leone, for your sanity, your education, your food, your water, your medical, security, vote for APC party headed by Dr. Samuel Kamara come the 24th of June 2023. We need change. The people want it. Even the Sierra Leonean Cotton Tree wants change. Hence the reason it broke. So that's just a sign to say even the Cotton Tree needs a change. It decided to break off. Enough is enough. No more 5 years for SLPP. Power government. Una go with is enough. You know? So we end here. Good night, good evening. Thank you all for watching. We love you all. We're saying good night. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Una go must keep waiting una so. Una dey go. From where you come, not just the flow. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we not go get peace. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we not go get peace. Everybody say, last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Last stand, we are standing up. Greetings. I go tell any two like they know why you eat. Them in new terminal, my whole own faggy. It's a sign better player them sign Tom and Jerry. They made no to coconut then you eat that jelly. The lunge bridge na te abadan. The Laila